In the small town of Miller's Creek, nestled between rolling hills and vibrant meadows, the locals had a tradition that outshone any festival, fair, or holiday gathering in neighboring towns. It was the annual Miller's Creek Talent Show. This show wasn't just an ordinary display of local talents. It had been the cornerstone of the town's spirit for nearly a century, acting as a catalyst for friendships, romances, and unforgettable memories. This year was particularly special, as it marked the 100th anniversary of the talent show. Past winners, now older and seasoned, were invited to participate in a grand reunion segment. Among them was Ellie Hampton, a vibrant woman in her early 70s who had won the talent show 50 years ago with her stunning opera performance. She had left Miller's Creek in pursuit of a dazzling career in the world of classical music. Despite her travels and success, Miller's Creek always tugged at her heartstrings. As Ellie arrived in town, excitement buzzed through the crisp autumn air. There she met Jay Carter, a childhood friend who had shared the stage with her during their school years. Jay had always been particularly adept at magic tricks, often leaving audiences both bewildered and delighted. His charisma hadn't faded over the years, and neither had his magic. Ellie and Jay spent the eve of the talent show reminiscing and rehearsing at the old, garnet-colored community hall where it all began. The day of the show dawned bright and sunny. The community hall was filled to the brim, and the air was thick with nostalgia and anticipation. Participants from various generations prepared backstage, their nerves tinged with the excitement of performing in front of the whole town. As Ellie took her place at the curtain's edge, she felt a thrill she hadn't experienced in years. She had chosen to perform the same aria which had secured her victory 50 years prior. Meanwhile, Jay, ever the showman, had prepared a new trick, one he promised would be unforgettable. As Ellie's melodious voice filled the hall, transporting the audience back to decades past, Jay prepared for his act. He planned to make a rose bush bloom instantaneously, an ode to the town's beauty and resilience. However, as Ellie's performance concluded to thunderous applause and Jay took the stage, something magical happened. Instead of one rosebush, the entire stage backdrop turned into a blossoming garden. It seemed Jay's trick had worked a little too well, or perhaps there was a touch of real magic in the air that night. The audience was captivated, swept away by the enchantment of the unexpected spectacle. Cheers and applause echoed through the hall, and as Jay bowed, he caught Ellie's eye. In that moment, amidst the flowers and the applause, their youthful dreams and their lifelong achievements blended into the perfect harmony. As the evening ended, the participants and the audience agreed that this year's Miller's Creek Talent Show had been unlike any other. Ellie and Jay, along with their fellow performers, shared stories and laughter long into the night, their hearts full of joy and their spirits rejuvenated by the magic of community and shared history. Ellie decided that night that she would return to Miller's Creek more often. The town, with its endless charm and warmth, still held a piece of her heart. And as for Jay, he continued to perform, his tricks always leaving a hint of wonder, a whisper that maybe, just maybe, magic was indeed real. The grand reunion had rekindled old friendships, celebrated new talents, and honored the timeless tradition that had kept the spirit of Miller's Creek alive for a century. In Miller's Creek, the show indeed would always go on.